name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Brought along my sidekick, Paparazzi. Give you guys a phenomenal show today, but I have to interrupt this podcast with an emergency broadcast alert. You heard me, an ABW alert. This is not a test. This is real. This is an ABW alert. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, preseason football starts today.
Yes.
I told you guys it would run up on us faster than you could possibly imagine, and it's here today. For you guys that are betting $100 to $2,000 a game, this is the most lucrative time all year long to build a bankroll, so it's not too late. Once again, this is an ABW alert. Guys, turn your bank account from smaller than a mouse's pussy to taller than giraffe ass. Does your bank account have the flu? Does your sports betting have the flu? Now is the time to save it. Preseason, guys, I've said this many times. If you're just now tuning into my show, as you know, preseason, we've talked about the last 2 weeks. It's like taking candy from a baby. Poppy, we've said it several times. We get the playbook. We know what the coaches are doing. Are they running offense? Are they defense? Are they trying to run up scores to build confidence? Are they sitting back with their veterans, not giving a fuck, letting the third and fourth string fucking play?
Right. I mean, you know which guys have the flu. You know which guys got in late from a plane trip, the hotels. You know which new players are playing new positions, how much they're going to play. I mean, this is why you pay this guy.
I've told you guys over and over, regular NFL season sucks cock. That's why we stay to totals and certain things and pound college football.
Right.
But I will be honest with you, like I said, this is an alert. It is a bankroll building time. College starts what, the 24th?
24th.
We're a couple weeks away from college football. Don't go into the season using your real money. Guys, listen fucking close. All you amateur sports bettors out there, all you guys betting parlays, all you guys that know a guy that knows a guy that knows another guy who don't know shit, preseason is the time to make your fucking money. So before I start the show, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, I did an Instagram live the other day. If you didn't see it, here's what I'm doing for you guys to help you. I'm giving you I'm going to give you 7 days of my owner selections, okay? And I'm going to throw in my game tomorrow that is a 5-star fucking game.
The one we've all been waiting for.
On a 1 to 10, it's an 11. It's a personal play. So you're getting a week of our owner selections with a personal play thrown in absolutely free for $99.
Wow.
However, you only have till tomorrow to sign up. Serious inquirers only. Guys, for a $100 bill, you're going to work with the #1 sports consultant in the world, and you're going to build your bankroll in preseason to get absolutely paid. For guys like myself that bet, $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 a game in baseball, it doesn't do much for me. But the guy betting $2,000 or less, the reason why is they limit us. And they know me, and it's hard to get it off. You can't just get $2,000 off at 5 different sites. It's not that easy, guys. Believe me, if it was, I'd be getting filthy rich. But I don't have time to put in 30 different tickets to get in 20 grand. You know what I mean? So for $200, $500, $2,000 players, $2,000 players I make $10,000 for during this program.
If they saw the show last week with Crypto Face, he kind of explained the money management program and where he started, and this is exactly how he started, guys, with money management, with a lower bankroll, and this is the kind of offer where this is how you do it.
Fuck what anybody else said. I'm telling you. I'm El Scorcho. I'm the king of this sports betting shit. I'm telling you, $99, 7 days to build a bankroll for preseason football, and that's all I'm going to tell you. That was your ABW alert. That was your ABW alert. This was not a test. It's real. Get your fucking money. You work too hard not to get your paper. Guys, we got marquee matchups today. Jets and Giants. You got Colts versus the Bills. Patriots play the Lions. Redskins play the Browns. Atlanta, Miami. Tennessee, Philly, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Houston, Green Bay, Carolina, Chicago, fucking Los Angeles plays Arizona, Denver plays Seattle. I said it before, Every NFL team plays between Thursday and Monday. If you don't take advantage of that promotion for $99 to make a few $1,000s, shame on you. And get out of the business and stop betting. Plain and fucking simple, because it ain't for you. Anyway, what do you say we do a show for these people out there today?
Let's go.
Who would love our golden nuggets, love my information. And guys, remember this. VIP Sports Podcast is a spinoff of my show, Money Talks, on CNBC that I made history with. The first and only sports betting show that documented my life as a guy that bets big and lives larger. I deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world, period. There's been a lot of fucking imitators, but nobody can duplicate me or my system, plain and simple, dude. Okay? So here's what we're going to do for you today, guys. We're going to give you a great show. We're going to talk about first fives and baseball. We're going to go over a lot of different things to show you what's up. As you know, guys, we come live and direct every Thursday from my office here at VIP Sports in my studio, sponsored by MyBookie. Shout out to my boys, MyBookie, out there. Guys, don't forget, if you sign up for MyBookie, put in the code that we'll give you here in a little bit. Make sure you get a bonus. And if you don't want to roll over, put a code in anyway so you can get a discount. I mean, any bookie that wants to give you anything extra, you got to take it. You know what I mean? I'm not a bookie. I'm a bookie fucking killer. You've seen how many sports books I ran through. You know what I mean? The sponsors change for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into the show, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims and families in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio. The fact that the world is turning into a TV show and these certain people are trying to up the other one and they see one guy do it now and then a day or two later another guy's doing it is just absolutely fucking unheard of. As much as I like having pistols in the house and this, that, and the other, there's got to be some type of form of gun control or whatever the case is, or I don't know because I don't have an answer. There's no security strong enough to secure the world from a fucking demented, sick motherfucker.
No, I mean, these guys, it seems to be a pattern. These guys are on the internet kind of juicing each other up and getting these automatic assault rifles and, but it's sporadic. I mean, how can you possibly police it?
You can take away the internet, which isn't never happening.
No.
Although Instagram did do something that I applaud and think is the best thing ever. They took away the like system.
Right.
So many people like likes. I know that personal experience from people that I got around me. You know, I used to, you tell them, you see your likes with 750 likes, and they put out a picture of them looking like a catfish with their makeup and their lips done and basically their tits out, a picture that doesn't even look like you,
right?
And you get 50 likes.
Right.
So, and that hurts people because those certain people that do stories and they do the Instagram and it's all about themselves and try to look pretty and catfish and this, that, and the other, they got low confidence.
Right.
I mean, it's no doubt. So taking away the likes, the only people that are going to be able to see likes on Instagram is you, nobody else. I think you guys did a good job with that Instagram because for confidence and people's self-esteem, everybody's equal now.
Right.
And I fucking love it. And if anybody be mad, it's me because I'm a motherfucker averaging 500, 600 likes, 900 likes on something big. Now you can have an average stalker, sports consultant on Instagram, go up there and make a fake account, say he's been in business for 30 years,
right,
and have one like. And see, a lot of people base their business off likes, dude.
Right.
So for someone like me, our industry, it might fuck shit up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think, my other side of my career being a paparazzi, I believe in the First Amendment and everything, free speech. But the internet seems to fuel a lot of this stuff. I don't have an answer. I don't think you can just ban guns from everybody. But other countries like Canada, the UK, I think maybe we can talk to them, try and see what they're doing because the same violence is not there in numbers that we have over here.
Let me get to the point. Like I said, our prayers with everybody out there. But what I suggest that they do, because most people in these situations end up killing themselves or the police kill them, if there's just a way to keep them alive as much as you can, obviously you don't want them to hurt any other people, but what they need to do is the government needs to buy a network on DirecTV or cable and have the guys that do this on live camera locked up in a 2x6 cell all day long and run it live every day, 365. So you stalkers out there and weirdos can watch that channel and see how they're tortured and what doing something like that, what the repercussions are.
I agree.
Nobody has the choice of taking somebody's life besides God. If you guys know anything about me, you know I've been shot 3 times in the chest in a home invasion. I'm not for trying to take people's lives without them being prepared. It's a hoe move, it's a bitch move, you're psychotic, and you're fucked up. So the government needs to go ahead and narrow down some of these weirdo sites that these guys are paying attention. But what do you think, guys? These particular people that do mass murders, put them in a motherfucking 5x6 cell. They don't get out at all. Air it on TV for these motherfuckers to see it. Because 9.5 out of the 10 people that do it are sucker bitches anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Guys wouldn't stand up in a fight for their life. Those are the guys pulling out these assault rifles and doing their thing. So anyway, hope the world changes, man. That shit is fucked up. Advertising opportunity. If you're watching or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, you work at a company, interested in getting involved in this booming sports betting business, get with us at advertising@VIPsports.com. We'll get back with you with all the details how you can become a sponsor of the show and start making that fucking scratch. Because with what we got set up, with our podcast deals and what we got set up, shout out to my boy Nick out there doing a little marketing. Our shit is about to blizzo starting football season. If you guys don't know, we put all our campaign together for the start of football. So within a month, we'll start having campaigns. What's the projected views to do, supposedly, on YouTube?
It's supposed to get up to 200,000-300,000 just off the campaign over like a month period.
No, over a year period.
Oh, over the year period.
1 month double.
Yes.
So we're at like 6,000-7,000 views. It should be like 12,000 around football, and then hopefully within the year,
to the
300,000. Because don't forget, guys, I didn't have this podcast when my TV show was out, or I'd have fucking hundreds of thousands of subscribers and the whole 9 yards. I just put this out 2 years ago. I haven't advertised behind it, nothing. You find my podcast is because you stumbled up on it. Or, because I'm the biggest in the business, so I'll automatically pop up number one.
Correct.
I don't pay for nothing.
Plus, we don't have ads running on ours, so we're not getting.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we're going to run a campaign, and we're going to start advertising, letting people know about the podcast. When they start hearing about these golden nuggets, they're going to flip the fuck out, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message me with any questions. I'll get back with you immediately. Make sure you check out my merchandise line, Absolute Blowout Winner. You want to up your swagger. You want to have confidence. You want to let people know that you're a winner in life. Go to AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com. Pick up one of your shirts today. Represent that shit. Doesn't matter what you do in life. You're a winner. And can't nobody tell you shit. If you're not doing too good, or you know a friend that's not doing too good, it's just like bringing them a puppy dog. Bring them that Absolute Blowout Winner shirt and lift their fucking spirits up and let them know who they are. Doesn't matter if you're down and out. Rainy days don't last. The sun always fucking comes out. It is a fact. Although you're out there in Alaska, I can see why the suicide rate is the highest out there, because it does have gloomy days for a long time.
You want to ship a bunch of ABW shirts out to the residents in Alaska?
I'm thinking so. Guys in Alaska, start copping those ABW shirts. Maybe I'll donate 10,000 shirts out there, bring a little sunshine out to a gloomy place. What do you think?
Good tax write-off for you, and we could be really helping the suicide rate up there.
Let's read this little off-the-field. Poppy, let's go ahead and read this off-the-field thing. Go ahead and read this to me, because I really don't got time for too many stories, but I kind of like this one. Guys, if you're betting on your own and you're not calling VIP Sports, this story could possibly apply to you.
Ladies.
Sitting at home. Yeah, stay-at-home moms, to be exact. Tell me the story, Poppy.
All right, well, residents are slamming a local strip club for displaying a controversial sign outside of their establishment regarding stay-at-home moms. The sign outside of Candy's Gentlemen's Club in Omaha, Nebraska reads, "Fully nude girls, stay-at-home moms earn extra cash. Apply inside." Several people who live and work in the area say it's inappropriate because children see it every day. Steve, how do you feel?
I think on a strip club sign, stay-at-home moms is a little aggressive. However, I definitely think they should be putting an ad in the newspaper. Oh my God, guys, this is 2019. How many stay-at-home moms are already fucking the gardener, the pool guy? Their guy works 12 hours a day. They're watching porn, rubbing that clit in circles till it blows. I mean, it gives them a chance to go earn some extra cash.
Right. Contribute to the family, get a new car. I mean, get paid for it.
Kids are at school. Get on down to the local strip club. Get nude. Make yourself an extra $1,500 a day. End up making more money than you could possibly imagine.
Maybe more than the old man who's working his ass off 40 hours a day.
It's better than staying at home, complaining, cheating on your husband, and looking for things to do because you're bored. If you're a sexual person, not all stay-home moms are that way.
Correct.
Although 60% of them that are horny, that are excited, I see nothing wrong with getting on down to the club for about 4 or 5 hours while the kids are at school and get that paper.
Right.
But I wouldn't have put it on a sign. Kids can read. It's a little dirty. It's a small town. The word gets around quick. And don't forget, guys, 13-year-olds in these days are like 21-year-olds in our days.
Yes.
You think
Totally
that they
agree.
don't know every cuss word in the world. You don't think they don't know about every sexual position. You don't think that they've seen porn. You don't think you're out of your fucking mind.
13-year-olds, try 10-year-olds.
Well, I'm saying 13-year-olds are talking like 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
They know it all. People, the 18-year-olds are like 25-year-olds. They've already done it all for 5 years.
Yep.
They've been all through it, and they're like, fuck, we're cool now.
Yeah.
Usually you had to get through, in my day, you had to get out of high school, and then the girl that was kind of like this, that, and the other goes off, maybe turns into a dancer or does this, gets beat up in the real world, and then by 25 you realize this is who I am. I've been through some crazy shit, time to grow up or whatever. At 18, they've already been through that.
As a single dad of a 10-year-old, trust me, I'm already scared to death at 10.
Yeah, well, don't forget, I got a 4 and 5 at the house myself.
Yeah, so I know.
And I got to stay focused as well. But anyway, yeah, put that ad in the newspaper and start getting that money.
Yeah.
Fucking stay-at-home's moms, fucking, you ain't got to take it in the ass to get that cash. Head on down to the fucking strip club and get that paper.
And then flip the bankroll over to Steve Stevens and really make that
Oh,
money go.
then call 877-220-6540. I'll take you over and beyond what you ever thought was possible.
Perfect.
You shake that ass, get that cash, and I'll elevate you to a whole nother level. You may never come back home. You know what I mean?
I know
Anyway,
what you mean.
college football, let's get right into it. Guys, not forget on Saturday, August 24th, college football is back. We
Yes.
talked about this
Yes,
earlier.
sir.
Write it down, guys. August 24th. Couple weeks away. Miami plays Florida. Arizona plays Hawaii. Now, these are two serious matchups. Miami and Florida, a little bit different teams from the year before. Hawaii was absolutely one of the worst They were projected to be a lot better than they were last year. A team that always has been garbage. Sometimes they did good, but they covered the spread a lot.
Yes, they did.
Last year, they did not.
Right.
So we'll talk about that as well. NFL preseason. Check this out, guys. We have 11 weeks. Write this the fuck down. Guys, set goals and achieve them. All you sports bettors out there that get in the shower, get on your computer, or drive to the sports book not knowing what you're doing for the day, shame on you, dude. Do a little research and know what the fuck you're going to do if you're going to bet with your own money.
Right.
And if you don't have a $100 bill to call me to help you, shame on you as well, dude.
Don't bet.
You shouldn't be a bettor, plain and fucking simple. Write this down. We have 11 NFL Week 1 preseason games tonight, okay? I just read all the fucking teams to you. 2 games Friday night. Now, what we talked about before, you take advantage of that $100 promotion. I got a fucking personal play. It's a game that I'm putting gigantic money on. Now, remember, it's preseason, so it's hard to get 50 to 100,000, but I'll be able to spread it out and get 30, 40,000 on this game. On a 1 to 10, this game is an 11. It's going off tomorrow night. You got 2 games. I'm on one of them. And then week 1 of NFL preseason closes with 3 games Saturday night as well. So,
I'm sure you'll have something there, too.
well, guys, preseason is where I'm making all my money.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. When you call up and take advantage of the promotion, I'm hitting fucking outrageous numbers in baseball right now, okay? The totals are absolutely on fire. First fives are on fire. Shout out to Arizona first 5 yesterday, okay? Padres played Seattle yesterday. They got a loss, which sucked a fucking dick. And guess what? I had San Diego. I'm not one of these guys that do a show like Vegas Little Dick and say, oh, I had the Giants, take them big time, and then the next day post the fucking Falcons.
Right.
I mean, come on, dude. One
You
thing
keep
about
it
me,
real.
you go back to my podcast, I keep it 100. I have 20 fucking salesmen in here right now. I'm the #1 sports consultant, same location, 17 years, licensed and bought in the state of Nevada, and made history with my show on CNBC, the Business Financial Network. Not a paid fucking a subscription or a fucking MTV show. CNBC, brother.
Correct.
If you forget, they run the world.
Right.
All right.
They don't just give out TV shows.
So, preseason, guys, I hate to keep yelling it. Come get aboard of the fucking team, guys. You guys are winners. You deserve to go into the season with a big-ass bankroll, and it's not too late. Now's the time to build your fucking bankroll, and I want to help you, plain and simple. Now I'm going to get into the show. What's that stat about what are the bookmakers saying?
Well, the bookmakers are saying way more professional sports bettors bet preseason football, and it's the opposite during regular season. And, I mean, you've been going through that the last
Did I just
several
not say
podcasts.
that? I don't
Exactly.
bet. Like I said, I'm pumping up preseason football. You don't see me pumping up the regular season as the most lucrative sport. I'll tell you right now, NFL regular season is not the most lucrative sport. Anyway, go ahead.
And that doesn't mean you never have plays. But
Correct.
as far as building a bankroll and spot playing and everything, this is the time you do it. But at some sportsbook, public bettors are responsible for 90% or more of the money wagered on a typical regular season game. but bookmakers say professional bettors often account for 50 to 70% of the money bet on a preseason game.
So I don't understand.
They're saying, the professional sports bettors, the sharp guys, are betting their big money on the preseason games.
Let me break that to them in like normal terms because they don't are sharp betting and they don't know what they're talking about. Guys, the sports books know who takes them for the money.
Yeah.
Remember, 90% of you guys fucking lose every year, and then you have that 10% of guys like me. That's called wise and sharp money. So what the sports books are referring to, guys like me that actually break the book, we bet preseason big time. Why? Because it's like taking candy from a fucking baby. Then what they're also saying is the same wise guys don't pound the regular season, which is me.
Right.
So that makes sense to you.
And that's why they limit you, too.
Correct.
I mean, around town.
Period.
It's not easy for him to go into anywhere and bet.
You're
He's
not going
banned
anywhere.
from a bunch of places.
That's a fucking fact. But guys, understand this. I'm going to give you some quick stats. For all you people out there that are just guessing, which is pretty much every one of you, because you guys don't know shit in preseason, you don't know any coaches, you don't know any players, you don't know fucking shit. You're sitting over there in New York, you're sitting over there in Boston, you're sitting over there, here, there. You don't know shit. You're looking at a sheet guessing. Okay? So let me help you a little bit, okay? What I'm going to do is some head coach trends. Right. Remember I told you some coaches like to pound it in,
right.
Some like to lay back, some like to build confidence, some like their kicker to kick every fucking time on third down.
Right.
So
this is important, guys. This is what you want to write down.
These are the golden nuggets for today. Grab your pen and a piece of paper for all you cheap fucks out there that just look for the free information and don't want to spend no money, okay? Pete Carroll, one of those guys that like to get the job done in preseason, 33-16 against the spread. Now, keep in mind, these aren't records. These are against the spread.
2-to-1 ratio.
These pay you in the ticket. 2-to-1 ratio, that's 67% all day long, last time I checked, Bobby. Mike Zimmerman with the Vikings, 14-7.
2-to-1.
Now, keep in mind, guys, these are the two top winningest coaches, and they're only 66%.
Right.
So, obviously, the trends that I'm going off aren't trends. It's a little deeper than head coaches winning.
Yeah.
To you guys out there just guessing, this will help more than guessing.
Right.
It's not doing any fucking thing that I'm doing, getting the playbooks, calling my players, talking to coaches, getting the job done. Odds makers don't know how to handle preseason. And they'll tell you that. That's why they limit you. John Harbaugh, however, Baltimore, 30-15. Same fucking thing. Frank Reich, Indy, 4-0.
He was a
Got a new
first-season coach. Yep.
First-season coach, looking to win every game he can. Pay attention, guys.
Very important.
4-0. Every year he's been a coach, he's won. He likes winning game one in preseason. Got to check out the coach. Anyway, you want to talk about some losing coaches?
Yeah, Jason Garrett with Dallas is just 11-21 against the spread.
Jason Garrett doesn't give a dog fuck about winning in preseason. Jerry Jones is a very firm guy of keeping his OGs and his money safe.
Yes.
Especially in preseason, and you got to love that. That's one of the OGs. Dan Quinn, Atlanta, 4-12. So you might want to go against Atlanta because this motherfucker right here just, I don't think he's trying to lose. He's got to get his shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, they come in the real season and get the job done. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So now these are some of the over coaches, ladies and gentlemen. Write this down. Teams that go over coaches. Mike Tomlin, 30-20 to the over, which is a shit ratio.
Yeah, 3-2.
I'm not even going over the stats because how about this? No coach is over 50% on the overs.
Right.
So who cares about coaches on the overs? Who cares about coaches on the under? I really don't give a fuck.
There's no a big stat there.
There's no big stat about coaches on the over-under, guys. If you want to make money, spend a $100 fucking bill. Call 877-220-6540. I'll give you my preseason package, my big game tomorrow. $500 players make $2,000 easy. $2,000 players make $8,000 to $10,000 easy. You do like making money, correct? Yeah, what's up, Tito? Anyway, let's do our Major League Baseball segment. Let's get right into baseball. Okay. I've pumped preseason enough. I can't tell you enough. Call my number. Take advantage of it. Guys, this is the most lucrative time in the entire year to make money. And considering that you need a bankroll for football, preseason is the time now. Get involved with the preseason package or get the fuck out of the business. Plain and fucking simple. Let's talk about the Major League segment. Who's that brought to you by?
That's brought to us by our boys over at mybookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more entertaining when you've got action on the game. You've heard us talking about mybookie.ag for weeks now, and it's the one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Created by online gaming pioneers in 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. With in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in your action. And today, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to MyBookie.ag today and use the promo code VIPWIN50, all one word, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And make sure to follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they are posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at MyBookie.ag. And remember, who you are betting on is just as important as who you are betting with.
Abso-fucking-lutely. It's just as important the girl you take to dinner is the girl that you're fucking the same night.
Amen.
Shout out to MyBookie. MyBookie, you got to understand, a lot of people are going to you from our referrals, and they're not putting in the code because they don't want the rollover. Right. So figure out a way to be able to put in the code, get a bonus without having to roll over.
Right. You know have the agent ask them who referred them.
Correct.
Right.
Because we got, people they're calling us left and right coming to you. And one thing about us, my job is to get the job done, period. Anyway, let's do some recaps, Poppy. Guys, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's why, dude, it's crazy. We got no more haters on our social media.
They can't.
There's nobody to delete. Nobody's talking about my girlfriend. Nobody's talking about my baby's mom. Yeah. Nobody's talking about anything. You know what I mean? So, obviously, the main people that we got following right now are real sports.
And we appreciate that, guys.
Shout out to everybody following. Yeah. Shout out to everyone that's been there from day one. Somebody give me pull up Instagram. Have the producer pull up Instagram. Let me give some shout outs at the end of the show.
I know Rude Jude's been a big fan.
I don't want to give one or two, bro. There's fucking hundreds.
Paul Thompson. Yeah, I know lots of them, but yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to last week. Last week, 43 minutes into the podcast, New York Mets, what do I say? New York Mets are the hottest team in baseball.
Yes.
Guess what the result? Mets went 6-1 since last week's show, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been on them every fucking game.
Yes, sure.
So if you just took my one stat of what I told you to do with the Mets, you've picked up 5 units in the last week. Now, if you're going to tell me, watching this show and listening to me right now, that you picked up 5 units last week, you're a fucking liar. Excuse my language. Not trying to be rude, just trying to be honest. If you're going to tell me that you picked up 5 units last week, you're lying. One stat off my podcast takes you 90% and picks a $1,000 player up $5,000.
Yep.
6-1 in their last 7 games. Mets are 13-1, by the way, in their last 14 games. I won't say anything else. You know what I mean?
You don't need to.
We said the Twins are the hottest fucking first 5-inning team in baseball. Did I or did I not?
You've been saying it for 3 months.
Guess what the results, guys? Are you listening? The Twins are now 10-1 in the first 5 in their last 11 games. I'm getting tired of only having a certain amount of follow. Guys, I'm going to just tell you like this. I'm not going to keep doing the podcast if my show doesn't grow and I don't get more people calling in, because I make my money in there. Let's get this fucking straight. Sure. I got 25 salesmen, and I create hundreds of thousands of leads, and I make millions of dollars in that room over there. I don't need to do this. The few college kids that call from this doesn't really do me anything. However, I do create big whales from the podcast.
All right.
So that's the only reason why I don't do it. But I'm not going to continue to do this and give out free nuggets when I can just go to my sales room and sell my shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, guys, tell a friend about the show or my social media guy. Get my show to grow and get more than fucking 100 people to call off a promotion. Otherwise, I could create, I create 100 news a week from my outbound room.
Right. We also do the show for the fans that, religiously tune in and stuff, guys. But he wants
No,
to.
but I'm saying I'm giving stats that they can't get nowhere else.
Correct.
You motherfuckers are out getting a pig in a poke. You're going on Instagram, putting your dick in a hole and not knowing what's on the other side.
Right.
Shame on you, dude. Versus I have 250 podcasts worth of evidence of giving you stats that can take you 70+%. How about that, Kelly Vegas Freckle Tits? How about that, parlay betting bitch? How about that? I actually have stats for the entire year that are 70+%. Doesn't sound like snake oil to me.
No, I don't
Sounds
think
like
that's snake
oil on
oil.
the bottom of my nuts that you can lick up. That's what the fuck you can do. Okay? I make more in a fucking month than you'll make in the next 2 years off winning games. So keep my name out your fucking mouth, or I slap the shit out of the freckles off your tits. Anyway, like I said, Minnesota Twins, first 5, they get the fucking job done,
sure do.
period. We said 45 minutes into last week's podcast, look at the Chicago Cubs to the under versus Milwaukee. What was the result, Poppy?
Well, the Cubs went under Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But be careful because the Cubs are now starting to trend to the over now.
Okay, but this is a new podcast.
Right. Last week we said the under.
They went under every fucking game of the weekend.
Yes,
Plain
they
and
did.
fucking simple. The trend's over. That's why I'm not going to keep talking. Guys, these trends, I don't necessarily, like they're 13-1. Does that mean I'm betting them 20 more games?
Oh.
I'm not telling you. You need to call me because you need to pick your fucking spots. Plain and fucking simple.
Right.
But you'd have to be pretty much out of your mind not to continue on that trend right there.
Correct.
Twins, first 5. New York Mets on fire. Cubs under, null and void. Weekly roundup. Monday, favorites went 10-4. Home and road teams split 7-7. Over-unders were basically even.
Yes.
So there were no money to be made on Monday unless you had favorites. But did you see what the lines were on Monday on the favorites? 150, 170,
Yeah.
220,
Right.
240. Yeah. If any sports service or anybody that claims to be a professional handicapper gives you a game that's over $1.80, they don't know shit. You don't need somebody to give you $1.80 and $2 games. Your fucking 5-year-old can do that. That's not inside information. That's a guy that doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing. And if you're dumb enough to do it, you're fucking shame on you, bro. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, favorites went 12-3 again. Road favorites, perfect, 5-0. Does that not justify my pick your spots?
Correct.
Overs, 9-6. So once again, the favorites on Tuesday got the job done. Wednesday, favorites 11-2. You guys out there that are just betting the favorite,
Having a couple good days.
abso-fucking-lutely. But guys, if you bet a -200 on Monday, 190 on Tuesday, and a -230 on Wednesday, and you went 3-0, bro, that's like not even winning one game.
Well, it's the same guy who's betting the -340 on Thursday. That's
You're correct.
Gonna,
So, however, if you found some good value favorites Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you did very fucking good. Plain and fucking simple. Anyway, first 5 since last week. First 5 innings, winner since last week. Yankees 6-0. Minnesota Twins 10-1. Houston Astros 5-0. LA Dodgers 5-1. Have I not been telling you on every fucking show since Major League Baseball started that I'm making all my money in the first 5? Did I fucking tell you guys that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So get with the fucking program, man. Get with the program. Call me and learn how to make money or get the fuck out of the game. And stop letting all these fake-ass guys on Instagram and Twitter and emailing you and texting you fuck up your bankroll. It makes me sick, guys, because you guys are going for crocs of shit. You deserve better than that, man. You don't deserve to beat yourself up. You deserve better things. You deserve to have the finer things in life. You don't deserve to get fucked over. You deserve to win. This is the #1 sports betting show on the fucking planet, and I'm here to help you. Plain and simple. I mean, do I get multi-6 figures from our sponsor and a couple other people to do the show? Yeah, but that still ain't enough for me to do it. I suggest this show starts growing and people start respecting and calling in and respecting the money a little bit more.
Well, I mean, do they want a guy like you who's passionate and actually cares about their money, or a guy in their underwear drinking a beer who doesn't know shit?
Do you want a guy on federal probation sitting in fucking Mexico on a computer acting like he's in Vegas,
Right.
giving you games -300?
Right.
Or do you want a guy that's giving you an 80% stat in the first 5 and been talking about it since day one?
Right. That all he cares about is making his clients
And it's
money.
all proven on my podcast before the game start. Not a picture after the game. Good win last night, lying-ass fake fucks. Before the game. Guys, stop being bamboozled. First five, Yankees, Minnesota, Houston, Dodgers. Bet those teams first five and get your fucking money. And guess what, though? Half of these teams lose the game.
Yeah. We don't care about the game when we're playing first five. You said that many times.
Weekend series, guys. National League East Showdown. Nationals at Mets. Washington topped wild card spot in the National League. Mets, amazingly, just one game back of the second wild card spot. Well, fucking 13-1 in their last 14 games.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They don't make it.
No, this was a team that was sellers at the All-Star break. They went over and got Max Stroman from Toronto.
Correct.
People were thinking they were just getting him and he was going to be shipped somewhere else, but they had won 6 straight at that point. Now they're 13-1 their last 14 games. Now they got themselves an ace, and this team is legit. They have real pitching, good pitching, and they're alive.
Well, don't forget about this. Yankees did nothing
Right.
by the trade deadline, so they obviously believe in some AAA,
Yeah.
and they believe in the guys that they got, and sure enough, they're fucking winning.
We've been saying it all year. There's no team that has had more injuries than the Yankees. They just got a couple more. Aaron Hicks is on the injury list. But their players the entire year
And
have come up, stepped up, and they just keep winning.
And the books know it because they're still putting them at minus 250.
Yeah, last night, again.
Nationals 3-0 in the first 5 innings in the last 3 games. Is Washington a team you want to go put a bunch of money on right now? Very sketchy.
I agree.
There's too many other options out there to make your money. So even though Washington is hot, they're still a not with me.
I agree.
Pitching matchups, Poppy. Let's talk about some pitching matchups. You got Strasburg versus Stroman on Friday.
That'll be a good matchup.
Good matchup. That's going to be a Tony the Tiger great matchup.
Yeah, that'll be a game I watch for sure.
Corbin versus Syndergaard on Saturday.
Another one.
Syndergaard don't impress me, bud. As soon as I love him, he loses for me.
Yeah.
I mean, is he solid? I mean, yeah. Who gets a job? I mean, they're hot as a pistol right now. I mean, do you go against them? Can Corbin get it done?
Yeah, Corbin can get it done. That's another good matchup.
Yeah, but the Mets are batting right now.
Yeah?
Listen, you can have a pitcher, shut him out. You still need 1 run to win the fucking game.
Sure,
You know what I
correct.
mean, bud?
Yep.
All right. Mets are hot, but this is a divisional matchup with a lot at stake.
And Jacob deGrom will be pitching Sunday for the Mets. Their ace.
I see the Mets. You're just going to have to call to find out, like I said, because that's a series that I know a lot about, and it's not going to come out the way people think. Here's a stat. Mets have won 19 games since the All-Star break, but only 2 victories have came against opponents above 500. So they've been beating shitty teams, but not really because there's not many teams above 500, Bobby.
Right.
9 of the wins are against the Marlins and Pirates, who spot on are the worst records in NL. However, Pirates have been scoring runs.
They have.
They have, but their pitching just sucks. They give up runs as well.
That's the problem.
Marlins, you just don't bet against them when they're at home. They got a nice home record this entire year, but I don't know.
They just traded one of their young aces over to Arizona, who pitched last night and got the job done against Philadelphia. He pitched a shutout. They gave up 1 run in the 9th last night. Bryce Harper hit a homer. But the Marlins are still a team rebuilding. They got the best pitcher in return from Arizona's system. The Marlins are just guys, a young team, so expect them to play a lot of players right now from building towards the future.
A new piece of our podcast, guys. Every week, I let a guy send in a question, and I answer it. So for you guys out there that have a question about baseball or something, just let me know. Like this particular question from Mike Nelson in Kentucky refers to the Mets. He says, how big of a factor is this stat when betting with the Mets? You know what I mean? Not beating a team over 500,
right.
Et cetera. Not that big. Baseball is all about trends and being on fire and batting. When your bats are hot, your bats are hot. When your pitchers are hot, your pitchers are hot. And Mike Nelson, the Mets are on fire fucking right now. So the stat of not beating a team over 500, to me, doesn't mean nothing.
Right. It comes to circumstances, injuries play in that, what teams are doing at that point. There's lots that go into it. So
completely agreed. So my answer would be, doesn't really mean much at this particular time. Under hot trends. We're going to get into our hot trends, ladies and gentlemen. These are the teams that are covering the spread to the under. Once again, these are teams that you need to bet under. LA Dodgers, 8-2 to the under in their last 10 games. You like 80%, don't you?
I love it.
San Francisco Giants, 11-2 to the under in their last 13 games.
I love that more.
You okay with 80+%?
I will take it.
St. Louis Cardinals, 8-1 to the under in their last 9 games. You okay with that?
Give me more.
Guys, if you're dealing with me, you're getting absolutely paid. Plain and fucking simple. Bet the under on the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Cardinals, and you're getting your fucking money. Here's teams that are getting you paid on the over. Baltimore Orioles, just 2 unders in their last 13 games. 11-2 to the over, which is fucking amazing. The Orioles give up a lot of runs, I can tell you that for sure.
They play in a hitter's ballpark. They traded away their best pitcher.
Well, so does Philadelphia Phillies, and my boy Harper ain't doing shit.
Well, that's true. I can't argue with that.
Although he did get the one and only run last night with the ding-dong.
Yep.
But Philadelphia Phillies, Big Skip, I love you. Skip, just come back to work early this week instead of waiting 3 weeks. If you guys don't know, my sales crew do. He went on a 2-week tour on the West Coast with the Phillies. The Phillies suck. Ain't even worth watching, Skip. I love you, dude. You know, you took a 2-week break of making $20,000 a week, but who gives a shit?
His
like
boy Nola goes tonight against Baumgartner.
And for those that you guys that want to deal with Skip and you guys want to get paid and have him as your consultant, getting my games through him, he'll be here for college football.
Yeah.
He'll be here for opening day. Yankees are 15-3 to the over in their last 18 games. Also, the Yankees are 36-12 to the over on the road this year. I've been giving out the Yankees over every fucking
75%.
time. Yeah, on the podcast every fucking time.
Yep.
When they played in England against Boston, what do we say? Take the over.
Take the over. And there was like 90-something runs.
Well, when Boston and the Yankees played the next series, we said Boston had the advantage.
Right.
Boston got the job done.
Right.
Next series, we said Yankees aren't as bad as they were. Yankees got the job.
They swept them. Yeah.
Correct. So here's some money line trends. The Yankees against their division, 41-14. So if the Yankees are playing somebody in their division, you definitely want to get on that money line for sure.
41-14, 100%.
Like I said, guys, you got a question for me about anything. How to make your girl nut a couple more times, how to bottom line make money betting sports, something that you don't understand, sports betting lingo, the first 5, first half, second half, whatever you don't understand, give me a call and I will help you. Guys, I said it before and I said it again. Preseason football is upon us. That's why I'm getting up out of here. That's why I got here at 8 in the morning to deliver this podcast to you guys. Today is a phenomenal day and you deserve to take advantage of it. As soon as you hear this podcast, give us a call, 877-220-6540. Give me a call for that $100 promotion and receive my $500 personal play as a complimentary gift. You might as well call me Santa Claus because I'm giving out gifts.
Sure.
Guys, finally in your life, it's not too late. Build your bankroll for the college football season. Build your bankroll for the NFL season. Preseason, for guys that bet up to $2,000, is the most lucrative sport to bet in the entire year, all year long. You deserve to win. You deserve a second income. You deserve to be positive. And more importantly, you're an absolute blowout winner. And don't ever fucking forget that. All my listeners out there, I love you. Let's go get this money, and let's make the 2019-20 season the most profitable season you've ever had. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, I love you. Thanks for stopping by, Poppy. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough? Peace.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put a $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.